Right, hello to my unboxing video of, well, what I hope is my new camera, which is a Fujifilm XT-1, and a flash gun for it, which is the Nissin i40. Well, at least that's what I hope is in this box. So let's find out. Shall we cover up my address? Careful, careful. It's quite a big box for what I've ordered. I wasn't expecting it to be this large. It's obviously because it's extremely well packaged. I ordered this from Clifton Cameras. Sorry about the focus. There we go. Ordered this from Clifton Cameras. I've always had great service from them, and they've always been absolutely fantastic. So look at that, perfectly well packaged. So let me just get the actual items out. Blimey. Packaged this really well. They could have thrown it off a cliff. Let's put that over there. And let's get into this first. This is the flash. This is the Nissin i40 for Fujifilm. I previously had the i30 for my Micro Four Thirds camera, so my Olympus OMDs, and it was an absolutely incredible flash. It was absolutely fantastic for the money. Yeah, it had wireless TTL. Well, the i40 doesn't have wireless TTL on the Fujis. It's just because it doesn't work with Fuji. But it has TTL and it does have slave modes. And if you get hot shoe triggers, it will still work wirelessly with TTL. It just won't work over, Wi-Fi. But it is still a great flash for, on the camera, or if you do have some wireless triggers. So the box is really small. Nissin i40. Let's just make sure it is the Fuji version. Yep, Fujifilm version. Sorry about the focusing on this. There you go. I'm using my X Pro 1 to film this, and it's not got the greatest focusing. So in the i40 box is a quick manual. These things are really straightforward to use. Ooh, a little Nissin carabiner. Tell you what, I'm gonna. There you go. Nissin carabiner to attach it to your bag or whatever. And what I love about the Nissin flashes is they come in these awesome little bags to keep them tidy and safe. And inside you have the flash itself, which I'll get to in a minute. You have the hot shoe foot, which also can screw onto a tripod. It's got the thread there. And then in this little pocket, a little diffuser. See what I mean? It all tucks away nicely, keeps it all together, although I never use that. So I'll show you the flash. I'm going to do a much more in-depth video of the flash, which I did with the i30, so it'll probably be exactly the same. But I'll quickly show you it. So it's tilt all the way up, and it swivels as well, all the way around, both ways. It's got a little LED video light on the front there, which you can turn on. It hasn't got batteries in it, obviously. You can turn on by just pushing this mode dial, if it'll focus. Come on. Focus on my hand. There we go. If you just turn that mode dial to the video light, and then you've got all the other options there. And this lock button used to slot it into the hot shoe. Zoom card and bounce card here, as well as your bog standard built-in diffuser which pops up. I'm really sorry about the focusing on this video. Let me just put it into. There you go. I might have to change the focusing. But that's the Nissin i40. And we'll pop this all to the side and get on to the bit we're interested in, which is the X Pro. Sorry, the XT-1. Where do I start? Let's start here. Safety first. Now, yeah, the Fujifilm XT2 has obviously just been announced, and it's actually released tomorrow, well, when this video was filmed anyway. Although a lot of people have been getting theirs already. And the XT2 looks like an absolutely incredible camera. It's got a lot of features added to it over the XT1, but you know, this will do everything I need it to for a lot cheaper. And I have used one of these before, and I think it's absolutely incredible. Ooh, 80th anniversary. Right, so there's the box, and as you can see, I went with the XT1 black with the 18 to 55 f2.8 to 4 lens. It's a kit lens, although all the reviews on this say, you know, it's not a kit lens. It's an absolutely incredible lens that you could sell separately, and well, obviously you can sell it separately, but it's just, you know, it outperforms what you would expect from a standard kit lens. So in the box you got your warranty booklet, European, your new features guide with the XT1, and is that the same thing again? Another new features guide? Version 4? Version 4? Alright, well there's a software CD in there as well. Never use that. Let's get into the box. It's not as snazzy as the X Pro unboxing. So we'll have a look at the lens first. Oh, that's good weight to it. I'm new to the Fuji line. I only got my Fuji X Pro 1, which as I said I'm using to video, I think last month, and I only got one lens with it, which is the 35mm f2. But this feels nice. Is that all metal? It feels all metal. Oh, that's a really nice smooth as well. Smooth zoom range. Again, I'm really sorry about the focus on this camera, but that's that. It hasn't got the aperture ring. Well, it does, but it's not like on the 35mm where it's a manual select. You just pop this out of auto, and then you just turn this and it will show up on the screen. And I think you can use the back or the front dials on the XT1 as well. Right, I'm going to change the focus in, so bear with me. Alright, we're back, and the focusing should be better now. Apologies for that. So we look at the front element. Nice. I'll have to get a UV filter for that. Not everyone agrees with using UV filters to protect it, but I do. Back element. Really nice weight to it, actually. Optical image stabilization built in. Oh, I do apologise about the focusing. I'm going to put it into manual and try and keep it there. Is it in manual focus? No, it's continuous. There's manual. Right, I do apologise. So this is the lens. Optical image stabilization on and off. Got your aperture selector there. So, you know, manual. Turn this. Nice click to it as well. Nice feel. Or auto. This is a WR lens. So that's water resistant. I think it's WR. It might not be actually. No, I don't think it is. It doesn't have the seal on it. I could be wrong. Like I said, I'm new to the Fuji line, so I'm learning all their lenses and camera features. So that's the 18 to 55 that comes with it. This is the nice clip-on pop-up flash, which I'll probably never use. As you saw earlier, I've got the Nissan i40, so that just pops on the top. Oh, quite high. That's nice. Lock button there. That's a pop-up flash. Let's go under the camera. Oh, okay, that comes out all together. We'll move that aside. And refocus. Oh, I'm getting better at this manual focus stuff. So in here we have the bog standard Fuji camera strap, which I never use. What's this? The connections for putting the straps on. Don't know if you can see the little metal loops here. Let me zoom in. Wrong way. No, you can't see it through the plastic. Lens hood. Oh, cool. I'll show you that on the camera and on the lens. And the power cables. Oh, it comes with English and, is that European or American? Well, that's nice. And yeah, I'm guessing in here is the Fuji charger and the battery. I've got loads of these, so I can put a battery in the camera in a minute and power it on. So move that to the side, and now we'll get to the bit that I'm excited for. The actual XT-1. Ooh, it's nice and cold. So there's the Fujifilm seal on the back, which is nice to see. Excuse me. Nice to see it hasn't been tampered with. I have had a camera before, not from Clifton Cameras, but I've ordered a camera from somewhere else, I'm not going to name them, and the seal was broken. Put me off a little bit. So here is the XT-1. You can see me, hello. Let's get a bit closer with the focus, shall we? Oh, it's really light. Nice camera. Magnesium alloy body, so weather sealed, which will work well with my 35mm. Tilty flippy screen, which I've missed from my Olympus range. And of course it's got Wi-Fi built in, so I can use my phone as a remote shutter. And you know, I can send images to my phone and put them onto Facebook or Instagram straight away. Oh, it feels really nice. So that's the top dial. Shut button, I'm a little bit upset that it's not a threaded one because I like to put soft releases on there. But on off button, record button, you've got your exposure dial there, and your shutter speed, which I think locks when it's in auto. Then you push that down and then you can change it. And over on this side you have ISO, which as you can see is already in auto, and then you can have low. And oh, you have to press this every time. That's cool. 200 all the way up to H2. That's your hot shoe mount. And just here, this might be where the focus doesn't focus that close. Oh, it does. So you can select your metering there, spot, center weighted and average. And over on this side is where you can select your single, continuous low, hello me, continuous high and bracket. And then all the way back over here, I think that's 2 exposures, I could be wrong. Don't know what ADV is. And then panoramic. You've got a delete button, play button, auto exposure lock, rear dial, autofocus lock, focus assist. You press that and it zooms in, and you can have you know, your focus peaking set. Quick menu, display back, and then your directional pad and menu OK. That's on the side here. Memory card slot, which is, I always like having memory card slots on the side. On the X Pro 1 it's in the battery compartment, which I never like, but that's the battery compartment. And the bottom plate, so you can see a tripod thread. This connection here for the battery grip. And this bit, not a lot of people know this, but when you take this bit off, there's a slot about this size on the battery grip that you just put it into, like that. Attach the battery grip, screw it in, and it keeps it safe in there so you don't lose it. And on this side, we have our connection ports. Oh, it's a mic input and a remote. I don't do much video, like proper video, apart from this sort of stuff, so I'll never use the mic. Diopter for your viewfinder. That's the front. So you got this, like on most Fujis, single, continuous, manual, flash sync port. Yep, flash sync port. Function button. Obviously, take your lens off. And front command dial. Looks amazing. Feels really nice. So I'll quickly grab a battery and put it in. And I'll put a lens on. This will be my first startup, so I'll have to go through the menu options. Have I done that right way yet? Let's take this off. I'm going to put the kit lens on it. Nice click. Sorry, I did that off camera. Right, let's just get focus a bit better. Whoop. Okay, so there it is. So first turn on. I'll try and get my face out of the screen. Let me focus this again. It might not pick it up because of the... There you go. So yes, I want English. Date. I want a day, month, year. What's the date today? Is it the 7th or is it the 8th? Let me just check my phone. So it's the 8th of September today. So 8th, of September, which is 9, not 10, 2016, and the time is 3:07. This literally just got dropped off now. I've been waiting at home all day for it. Oh, it's not in 24 hours, so 3:07. This is boring Pino. No memory card. Let me grab a memory card. I do apologise. Let's pop this in. Oh, one thing the X Pro 2 obviously has is 2 memory card slots, which is always nice. I mean, there we go. It would be nice to have, but I'm not going to miss it off of this model. So, right. Let's take the front lens cap off, that always helps. And I'm going to set shutter speed to auto, because I made that mistake on my last video for my X Pro 1. Auto power off. Okay, it's on panoramic, so I changed that to single shot. And I'll tilt the screen up so you can see me focusing and you can see my chairs and window. Oh, quick focusing. Obviously it's in ideal light. Oh, it's a nice shutter sound. Fun story, in my previous video for my X Pro 1, I accidentally had this set on 4,000th of a shutter speed. So when I was taking pictures, the screen was almost black and I couldn't work it out. And I got a lot of downvotes for that. But simple mistake. I was excited because I got a new camera. But at least I'm not going to make the mistake this time. It's a very, very quick focusing. Let me just turn this around and focus on something all the way over there. Yep. And then close up again. Super quick. That's really nice. The screen's really nice as well. Let me just have a look through the viewfinder. I know you can't, but... oh, that is lush. Sorry for my 12-year-old language, calling it lush. I'm just excited. That's a really nice refresh rate. Probably can't do it on here, but let me see. Oh, I can. I mean, you can't see much through there. I do apologise. Unless, let me try a different focus, shall we? Ah, look at that. I feel like I'm on another famous YouTube channel who do this. So that's all the information you get in the viewfinder. It's quite a lot, and I'm sure you can adjust it like you can on the X Pro 1. Oh, that's obviously the sensor. You can turn that off, so when it detects your face or eye up the viewfinder, it will turn the screen off and go to the viewfinder. And I'm pretty sure if I press display, you can change the info. Whoops, did that wrong. So display, how do I select it? Oh, there you go. Info only. Now, view mode. Didn't point that out earlier. So you press that. There you go. You can probably see through that. It just keeps, just keeps the viewfinder on. You press it again, and it will just do the LCD. So if you're a fan of the LCD, you can just do the LCD like that, and that won't switch it. And you press it again, and as you'll see on the screen, oh, it turns both off. So there's a fourth option. Look at my confused face. And press it again, and then it's the eye sensor. Okay, so that fourth option where it turns everything off. Let me just... okay. So it turns everything off, obviously to save power. This is a really nice feature, which I didn't know this had. But when you get up close to the viewfinder, as you can see, it turns it on. But it turns it off when you're away. That's going to save even... that's incredible. I did not know that was a feature on this camera. But anyway, turn off. That is my new XT-1. Apologies about the focusing issues earlier. I'm not a videographer, but I sorted it out. Let me just pop the lens hood on for you if you wanted to see that. Oh, I've done it wrong. Is it different on Fujifilm? Oh no, there you go. That's the lens hood on. And the overall size of the camera, it's actually still quite light. It's really nice. And then the whole zoom range, all the way to 55. Nice. Right, and if you are interested, I'll quickly throw it on now actually, but if you are interested in a more in-depth video of this, the Nissan i40, I am going to upload it. I'll show you how to use it and what it's like, and share some sample images. Helps if I do the lock button. I'll just have my head in the screen. Boom. And then it just locks in like that. So the good thing about the Nissan i40s, they are like very high powered flash guns, but they're really small compared to, you know, the flash guns you'd put on a Nikon or a Canon. And the size of these really suit these interchangeable, you know, mirrorless cameras. I mean, it doesn't look stupid like some flash guns like Metz or Metz or Yongnuo you put on mirrorless cameras. They're huge. This one really suits it. But that's it with the flash on. And I will do a separate video on that and upload that later. But thanks for watching, thanks for viewing my mess, and thank you. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.